Let's talk about your insecurities, because every single time I teach a program, I hear, I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too bald, I'm too fat, I'm too white, I'm too Indian, I'm too black, whatever the fuck it is. Well, guess what? Here's the deal. Number one, most of that shit doesn't matter. Most of it actually, quite frankly, matters about this much compared to how much game you have. But for a second, let's just take into account the fact that it does a little bit. For example, let's say we're talking about good looking, or let's say we're talking about rich. Does being good looking help you with girls? Yes, it does a little bit. Does being rich help you with girls? Yes, it does a little bit. But here's the thing. When you see that girl and you're gonna go talk to her, can you change how good looking you are in that moment? No, you can't. Can you change how rich you are in that moment? No, you can't. So at that moment, that is an irrelevant fact. Okay, here's the concept. Anything, and I mean anything, that is not actionable right now is irrelevant when doing the approach. It does not matter. Okay, now, that isn't to say if you're fat, you shouldn't go get in the gym so that 6 months down the line, you're less fat. But if you're fat and you see a hot girl, go approach her and own being fat. In your mind, like those other guys are not lucky enough to have the lard that you do. You get it? Okay? If you can't change it, own it. What you can't fix, you feature. What you can't change, you own. At any given moment, if you can't do anything about it, just accept it and move on, because it's the most practical thing you can do. All right? That's all you can do. It's like I grew up as an athlete, right? And sometimes I was a favorite, sometimes I was the underdog. When I'm the underdog, I don't spend a lot of time ruminating about all the things I don't have or all the things that the other team has better than me or whatever, right? What would I do instead? I would figure out a strategy, like look at how I can maximize my strengths, minimize my weaknesses, and just get out on the fucking field and do the absolute best I can. And that's what life is. You're never gonna have all the advantages in life. You're never gonna be the luckiest person in life. You're never gonna be the least lucky person in life. What you have is, I'm however good I am, and I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna perform. And at the end of the day, if you could say one thing about your life when you've lived it, you should say, he came to play. He came to play and he left it all in the field. Same thing in game. What you gotta do, come to play, leave it all in the field. Whatever your excuses are, if you can fix them right then, fix it and be done with it and accept who you are. If you can't fix it, just accept it, right? In the long term, improve, learn techniques, get in better shape, get your lifestyle together. But in that moment when you see a girl, you are the absolute best you can possibly be to approach her right then. So go approach her and do the best you can. Again, it's not about what you bring to the field. It's about the fact that you leave it all in the field that moment. So if you can't change it, don't fucking worry about it.